Mister. Yeah.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of I'm Just Saying. I know we went missing in action for a while, but guess what? We're back. We're back.
Yes, sir.
So, for all the new people, welcome. And for all the returning people, welcome back. And this is your host, Weedy Green, with your co-host, Charity. So,
Boom.
make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and let us know what you think. Okay, so today, whatever, Sean. Today we are going to be covering the Sweetie Pie's murder for hire plot or whatever you want to call it. So
Yeah.
and it was kind of interesting because I never watched this reality show, but it's like, I would hear things every now and then. I actually went to the restaurant in St. Louis. The food was pretty good. It was pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, but I just, tried to
Huh.
get like normal stuff like chicken, macaroni, greens. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. So, with that being said, let's get started.
Wow. Well, that was new for me because I'm not normally a like a reality show person. But you had she put it across my mind and wanted to do some stuff on it. So I went and took a look at it. It's so much into that. It is a lot.
It's a lot.
But I
It's a
said,
lot.
yeah. But I sat there and watched and listened and who's doing what. I guess you could say it's a plot.
Yeah,
You know.
if you listen, everybody has different opinions about,
Hmm.
what happened. And but if you look at all of the evidence and the paperwork and everything that they're putting out, it kind of makes you think, because Miss Robbie, who is Tim's mom, she said she's going to stick, with her son 100%. And it's
She's
some
the
people that,
owner, right?
hmm,
She's the owner, right?
yes, and
Okay.
he had a life insurance policy out on her too, just like he did with Andre. He did. So
Wow.
that's what a lot of people are saying. Like, you're sticking, by your son, and he had an insurance policy out on you as well. So that makes you think,
Jesus.
like,
Golly.
you probably need to be, but I'm not. I mean, those are just
Yeah.
what I saw.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he was gonna do something to his mom because I don't know.
Right.
So
Right.
only
But
thing I could do is just look, and
out
he
there.
actually took the stand himself in court. A lot of people, when it's something like that, when it has to do with like celebrities and stuff like that, they usually don't let them take the stand. But in my opinion, he probably felt like his lawyer wasn't doing well enough. He was like, let
I
me get
wouldn't
up
have
here
got up
and
there.
represent myself because I'm be in jail. Fooling with you.
I'm not getting up there.
Right. So, he
Boy,
got on and he
mess
testified a
around, get
little bit or
there.
whatever, but they were going to try to crucify him. So I mean, okay, what do you think
But
about
the
this? So
girl though.
from the things that you looked at online, what do you think?
Well, let's do it like this. For some of the ones who don't know what we're talking about, we're going to play this for you, so you can kind of like catch up or kind of get it like a little glimpse on what's going on. Hold on here.
In just the last hour, testimony in a murder for hire trial wrapped up for the day. Reality TV star Tim Norman allegedly plotted to kill his nephew, Andre Montgomery Jr. Norman first rose to fame for the show Welcome to Sweetie Pies, and 5 on your side, Justina Cornell has been in the courtroom all day, and she joined us live from the federal courthouse with what she heard today. Justina.
Yeah, Mike, we heard from several witnesses today, and a good chunk of the day was actually listening to life insurance agencies. And that's because 2 years ago, before the murder, or 2 years before the murder, I should say, prosecutors say Norman took out a life insurance policy on his 21-year-old nephew for $450,000, making Norman as the sole beneficiary. Now, today, different representatives took the stand talking about the red flags popping up when Norman's life insurance agent tried to get a policy under his nephew's name. Well, Rabbi Yegneman, who already pled guilty, tried doing this 5 times. Now, one manager said it was, quote, odd having an uncle trying to get coverage on their nephew, and the amount was alarming. But the defense says it was never Norman who personally applied for these policies, pointing the finger to Yegneman. Now, the prosecutor's rebuttal was, despite that, the person who would financially benefit from Montgomery's death is Norman as the beneficiary. Now, when court wrapped up today, the judge said smart witness will be a lengthy one, and they tried to find out who that witness was.
Wow. So, for the ones who didn't know, now you kind of like up on it. But y'all can follow that. You can find it on YouTube and stuff like that if y'all want to know it, more information on it, because this is going to be a lengthy trial, as she says. But yeah, back to this. Then you got like what, four people basically involved in this. I mean, like setups, you know, things like that.
They even got the person, the insurance man who did the policy. He on trial too.
Everybody going, God, leave them.
Everybody. But you know, now it's like since this trial, we come to the realization that you can track burner phones.
Yeah,
and, you know,
that's
I was
how...
actually listening to a podcast. I can't remember which one it is, but they were like, he had the burner phone and his own cell phone. They're like, who even does that? What's the purpose of having a burner phone if you're going to have your phone with you as well?
Yeah, but they said they tracked him, tracked where he was at that particular time.
They were able to track everybody. And
yeah, Miss
Robbie, the owner of Sweetie Pies, she's getting a lot of blowback because they have all the text messages. So they have the text messages with her and Andre. And he's saying, well, you know, she's saying that it looked suspicious that, you know, after this happened, he leaves town. And she said, you're saying you're going to take the lie detector test, but then you disappear. So what am I to think? And he's like, you know, I didn't have anything to do with it, but you know, if you want me to come to town, I will. But when I'm done, I'm leaving right back out because I think Tim is trying to do something to me. This somewhere in the vicinity of what the text was saying. And, you know, and I'm not trying to get hurt behind such and such or whatever. So he was telling his grandmother that he was thinking that Tim was trying to hurt him. But I guess, you know, she wasn't trying to hear all that. She was just trying to get him there so that he could do the lie detector test as far as the break-in in her house that occurred when $200,000 was stolen.
Right.
So he did the lie detector test, but they said because he had been smoking marijuana that it came back inconclusive. So this is everything that, you know, I'm getting this like from different podcasts and stuff like that. So he was saying that, you know, it was inconclusive. So he had to reschedule. So in my opinion, and from what some of the websites, they were saying that Tim knew that he had to do something before this second test, this second lie detector test. So, and if you look at the text and when they pinged everybody, it's like the girl that was calling Andre, where are you? He told her where he was at. Then she stops texting him and she calls Tim to let Tim know where he is. He has people sending him surveillance photos of where this, and I was like, I don't know what to say.
Well, she gave her testimony. You know, she was like, "Hey,
who did?"
The girl, the one. What did they call her?
The stripper.
Well, I was going to say entertainment, but yeah,
hey, entertainment. It is what it is. She was a stripper.
Entertainment. So she put her stuff out there. You know, she like, look, I didn't know anything. I was just told you, you know, to just move back and go.
She was the driver. She was the driver.
But he told her to leave and go, and so she left. And she said, "But I didn't know he had a weapon, and that's what was going to happen." Now she can stick with that all day. She
I
better.
don't care. She was driving that car. She gonna get more time than Tim. If
Yeah,
if it comes back that he is the person, or that if he comes back guilty, I don't know. So it's alleged that
yeah.
Tim, had this done or whatever. So I mean,
Well, all of it is. Yeah.
it's just crazy to me. I don't. It's just unbelievable. And I heard this lady call in at another podcast, and she was like, her words. She said that the whole family was killers. I said, dang. And said
Well,
that, huh?
I don't know about that one, but
Well, that's what this person said.
yeah.
I'm repeating that. I mean, that's not mine, because I don't know
We
the
not
family.
saying it, y'all.
Huh?
No, I was saying that we not saying that, y'all. That's
No,
off some
I'm not
other
saying that. I'm
podcast.
repeating what this lady called in live, and this is exactly what she said.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
And the lady was like, okay, well, that's alleged, but this lady said that she said that her husband and Miss Robbie's husband were best friends.
Well, don't you think these folks will get paid enough? You know what I'm saying? I mean, they was off the Oprah network, so I'm like, you're a reality TV star, you're on the show, everybody's making money. How much more money do you need? Now, I'm not saying that they did this for that reason, but I mean, if it is that, it's like, can we get paid enough? What's wrong with us? Can we just get paid enough?
Also, Miss Robbie sued Tim. I'm not sure what the amount is. I want to say $100 million. It might not be that. Don't quote me on that. But she sued him because he was opening up other restaurants in her name without her knowledge.
Well, what's wrong with that though?
Because I mean, you can't do
It just
that.
makes more money.
But it's not
right?
his to do that with. That's her name. That's her name. That's her restaurant. So you gonna open up these other restaurants
with who money though?
Somebody else's restaurants, and you making all the profits from it.
Yeah, but was it his money that opened it up? If it was his money,
you need to open it up under your own name. Call it
no.
You need to call it Tim.
I'm using it now. I'm talking about if it's your name, even I'm using your name with my money, and I'm going to open up what I want to open up because you got a monopoly on everything. So let's go ahead and get a chain going.
Do it and watch and see what happens. Do it.
I mean, because I want to get those 100,000.
You're gonna be eating ramen noodles from now on.
Hey man, I want mine, but
you can't just do that, because you have to think about it. If it's your company and somebody else opens up that company, you wouldn't like that.
But that's your kinfolk. Everybody can get money.
It does not matter. You can't just welcome yourself to somebody's stuff like that.
Your name. I would have, instead of it being a TIE at the end, I would have been just plain old Sweetie with team like now what?
Okay, but he didn't do that.
Well,
he kept the same stuff. Recipe, he got the lady recipes and everything.
Oh well, hey man, say
same menu, same name.
She couldn't prove it though.
She did prove it. She sued him.
She ain't get paid.
You don't know if that lady got paid or not.
She ain't get paid.
Look,
no, boy.
I would have got paid. Look, I'm like, my dear, I would have got it involuntary manslaughter.
I'm looking at it from from all the sides. I mean, that's bad if that's exactly what was or
okay,
what
but
had
if you think about it, Sean, if you come up with your own company, Weedy Enterprises, you making all this money, and I'm your little partner or whatever, and then you find out I got 3 more Weedy Enterprises that you don't know about, you gonna be like,
I'm like, you made me famous. Thanks. Now where my part at?
You ain't got no part, remember? Because you just said that you could do it.
No, I want my part.
You got a part in
I
your
want
head.
my
That's the
part.
only part you got. Boy.
That's black people right there.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
black
Because you
people.
just said we relatives. I can do it. Didn't you just say that?
Yeah, but I want my part though.
You ain't getting no cut.
I ain't saying I want 50% of those
Hey,
restaurants, but I
I've been running
would like something.
Weedy Enterprises for the last 5 years, and you ain't got no cut. So guess what? You still ain't getting one. Because we
I was like,
relatives.
well, you
Remember,
know
I
what?
can do that, and I started it with my own money, so I can do that.
And I'll also tell you what, then you off the show too. Now what? Yeah, that's
I'm
black
making more
people for
money
you.
at Weedy Enterprises than I am at the show anyway.
You off the show? Yeah, you off the show now.
You can't kick me off the show. Because that's pretty much my show too. Ain't that what you just said?
No,
That's what you said.
it's my restaurant name, but you went on and used it anyway. Okay, fine. You keep your 5 restaurants, but you off the show. I'm gonna call
You know what?
Oprah.
You just contradicting yourself because you just said that you should be able to do it because y'all kinfolk. Now it's changed now since it's Weedy Enterprises.
No, because I said me. If I did it, now what?
Really?
That's
Really?
the difference. If it was me, I did
But
it.
hey, I started with my own money.
Well, I figure like this: if you that freaking greedy, and you don't want to share no type of money with me, I'm not asking for millions. I'm just saying, okay, well, you've been on for 5 years. I know you've been doing pretty good. So, just kick me out a little something. I'm happy you're doing good, and I'm mad as hell, but you got to spread it out some more. A family chain, is all good. Mom's old, you know what I'm saying, or auntie or whatever on the other half. So she's old, we got to move this thing along. We just can't keep this one restaurant and everybody flocking in, and it's a line around the block. So we got to spread out some.
But that's what I just did. I spread it out. Weedy Enterprises without Weedy knowing. It's okay.
That's black folks for you right
that's
there.
What you just said. You just said it was okay because we related. Didn't you just say that?
Yeah, it's okay, but I'm gonna get mine. I'm gonna put a $5,000 hit on you. That's what I'm gonna do.
So look, this is what you remember the lady that I told you that called in to this certain YouTube channel, and she said that the whole family was killers.
Yeah.
This same lady said that Tim robbed a McDonald's on game night riding a bicycle through the drive-thru. And she said you can look it up. She said you can look it up.
Hold on. Wait. Start all that back over.
So
say it again
was
now.
Super Bowl night, and he figured everybody was going to be watching the game. Police officers, everything. Well, allegedly.
Yeah.
So he robs the McDonald's on a 10-speed. I don't know if it was a 10-speed, a bike. In the drive-thru, he robbed the McDonald's.
They don't make 10 speeds no more. How many years was that ago?
Some time back. This hadn't been lately. So around the time he.
Okay.
Well, a Huffy.
Banana seat and all. Huffy still out there?
I don't know. I'm just saying. You talking about 10 speeds, ain't I? Who knows? He was on a bike. It was a bicycle. It wasn't even a motorcycle. It was a bicycle. So,
okay, we'll go with that one.
He robbed McDonald's. So I don't know. Maybe he thought he could get away on the bike before anybody showed up because people were watching the game. And this is all alleged. I'm just going by what this phone call, what this lady was saying. She said
she was there.
She said that Miss Robbie's brother. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna let them. No.
There you go.
No. I'm not gonna say that one. That's a little.
We're gonna leave that one.
That's a little bit much. So no,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say that one. But I mean, he decided to represent himself because I guess he was like, no, I'm not, because he already did like some years or whatever. So I guess he didn't think they were representing him right. So tell me what you think, Weedy. What do you think about this whole thing? And also, they were saying that Miss Robbie should have reacted different for the simple fact that was like her. I think it was two of them, Tim, and Tim had a brother, but Tim's brother got killed earlier. And that's who Andre's father was. So Andre is the son of her deceased son. So they were saying that by her sticking behind him 100%, and then Andre telling her that he didn't feel comfortable coming back because of Tim.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of giving her the side eye. So she's getting a little blowback because of that.
Well, my last thoughts on this thing is, I know it's still going in trial right now. It's still in court. But what I think, not that I know, but what I'm thinking, or what I really want to say, is that for money, it's a possibility. But for $450,000, if the show ain't making over $450,000, then you don't need to be on the show anyway.
But
the show don't need to be on.
Allegedly, he purchased a accidental clause. It might not even be what it is, but it was something. He purchased something extra saying that he got double if it was an accident. Allegedly, but he's saying.
But see, that's what
he's saying that he wasn't even there when all of these, all this paperwork and stuff was signed. I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought that if you were doing that, you actually had to be there. So that's maybe why the life insurance guy, they got him too.
Well, I'm looking at it like this. Like the girl said, she didn't know that supposedly person had a weapon.
Okay, well, first and foremost, you're going to hear gunshots. If that is what happened, you're going to hear gunshots. Because if you ask me to take you somewhere and you go up somewhere and I hear gunshots,
your ass gonna pull off.
Gunshots and I see you running back to the car with the gun. I'm pulling off.
You gonna pull off. That's black people.
Ain't no need to both of us going to jail. You should have let me know what you was doing.
Y'all see that? Y'all heard that, right?
Somebody got to be out to tell what happened. Now, what good is it gonna do for both of us to be in jail? And you didn't even let me know what was going on. And see, I'm mad because you didn't even tell me I was a getaway driver. Sometimes a getaway driver get more time than the person that committed the actual crime.
See, I'm done with you. Looking for a new co-host. Letting y'all know now. Preferably a dude this time.
I ain't going to jail. How you gonna put me in a position like that? Just send me to jail and I don't even know. So for her to say she didn't know she a lie, well, you know what? Let me take that back.
Look at you. We're trying not to
Let me
really put what we want to say, y'all.
You can hear gunshots. And if you see somebody running back to the car, even if I got to get out the car, I'm like, I ain't driving nowhere. They never say, in order to be a getaway driver, you have to be actually driving. So I'm going to get out the car. That's what I do. I'm not going to leave you. I'm just going to get out the car. That's what I'm gonna do. So you can't say I left you.
Don't go anywhere with Charity, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all now. Don't go anywhere with her.
Not when you
Do not get in the
put
car.
me in a position to be a getaway driver. Don't do it. You could drive yourself. I'm just getting out. What's wrong with that?
Black people,
You gonna
man.
have 2 charges. You gonna be in shot somebody and you the getaway driver too. It's over. How you gonna be your own getaway driver?
Say, man. When is the next testifying going on?
That is something. You your own getaway driver. I'm sorry. What did you say?
Say, man, look. No, I was trying to see when the last or when the next testifying is going on.
It should be tomorrow because I believe today is day 6.
Because this right here was 2 days ago. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, because I'm gonna go ahead and catch back up on it again and see what the latest is, because there's got to be some more good juicy stuff.
Well, today he testified.
Coming up here.
That's what I was telling you. Today he actually testified,
Yeah.
And that's what he was saying. He was saying that he had no knowledge. Like, he ain't the one that actually did the policy, allegedly. So, and then they asked him, why did you even have a burner phone? And, you know, he was saying that with the show, you have to, like, if anybody calls or whatever, you have to have it on speakerphone when anybody calls. So I guess the calls that he didn't want everybody to hear, he gave them the burner phone number. And the producer actually, confirmed. She was like, yes, because on the show, we have to be able to listen to all of your phone calls. You have to put it on speaker. So he was saying that was the point of the burner phone. But then they asked him, want them. Okay, well, why did the girl, the getaway driver, allegedly, they was like, why did she even have a burner phone? She's not even on the show.
Well, they don't like to let the next episodes out too early, so that's why they, do that too.
Right.
And then you get the behind the scenes, stuff like that. So well, still, like I said, this whole thing is crazy. I started to watch it for a little while just so I can, give my info on it. Then I was like, wait a minute, that's twisted. And did what? And said who? What? And I was like, okay. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is catch up with the next testifying tomorrow.
Yeah.
And so we can get back up on this, because I really want to see who's,
Yeah, we're going to keep you guys updated, because I've been following it, and it's just like,
yeah,
it's just crazy. It's just crazy. I really want to see how this outcome is going to be.
Yeah, me too. That hey, let them know our next show, girl.
All right, our next show is going to be.
Get ready, y'all. My boy. Oh that's like my pops, man. And shit, well, nah, but he like my big aunt. Yeah, big aunt. We used to hang together. When we was, small.
This is why right now you can't have no getaway driver for that right there.
My boy, my aunt, big aunt.
Well,
go ahead and tell him.
We're gonna keep you guys updated on this trial. So comment below and let us know, what you think, or what do you think happened, or do you think it's any truth, or have you even ever eaten that sweetie pie? Let us know anything. Just comment down below.
Yeah.
Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And our next show is going to be with R. Kelly. And the big question is, can he be canceled? Can you cancel R. Kelly? We're going to discuss that with that show.
With this woke stuff. Leave that woke stuff off.
What they got to do with R. Kelly?
That's when it all sort of like started up, man. Oh, and then on Me Too movements and stuff. That buried him. That buried him. It was the wrong time, boy. Me too.
But that's what we're gonna cover on our next show. So make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you can know when we post our next video, which is going to be R. Kelly. So we can get y'all comments and opinions about that. So as usual, choose to make it a great day.